Why are so many people afraid to move abroad? Like people in my comments are like, I can't because of this and I can't because of that. Like it's too expensive. I can't find a job. My kids, all of the things that people have been almost, in my opinion, brainwashed to think that they have to stay here. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Andronique and welcome to Next Stop Abroad. The reason why I created this YouTube channel is because I moved abroad. I left the United States. I wasn't rich. I didn't have a crap ton of money saved. I was just tired of wishing and dreaming of a different life. I was just tired of looking at videos and hearing stories and watching and going on vacation and seeing other places and different countries and then questioning or comparing what it's like to live in the United States, like the food. The food in the United States is not good for you.
I can't believe I just found this out, but that mist that's being sprayed on your produce at certain grocery stores is not water. It's called Produce Max, and it's used to help preserve the shelf life of the produce. But the main ingredient in it is chlorine. It has this warning label on it, but yet this is what's being sprayed on food that we're eating.
And granted, we got the new Kennedy guy who's the Secretary of Health, and he's going to like take high fructose corn syrup out of the sodas, and he's going to do all of these great things. And that's wonderful. But my thing is, how was it that the FDA was allowed to approve food for us to eat when other countries banned that very thing? In the United States, to make lab-grown meat, why can't we just get meat from where we've always gotten it from? Why, when I was growing up, was things not as unhealthy as they are now? Like, those are the things that I started thinking about it. And when you go on a trip and you eat healthy food and you lose weight, and you're eating like drinking wine and eating cheese and you're losing weight, and there's all of these medications in this country for inflammation and colitis and all of the stomach issues. Like all of the things that we eat make us sick. And then the pharmaceuticals, they're right there ready to give us medication to make us better. And now we're just more sick and we're on medication. And then on TV, there's just commercial after commercial about what you need to take to get rid of whatever the thing is that you have. And then there's like a crap ton of side effects, when all you have to do is eat healthy. Like, when did watermelons lose their seeds? And what is a seedless grape? Like, or what about healthcare? You have to pay all those co-pays and deductibles, and then you still have to get approval. And then, MRIs cost like $7,000 when in other countries they cost $50,000. Like, do you ever question why? Why are things in the United States cost this much and in other countries it doesn't? The whole thing is a Ponzi scheme. But if you're just a regular person like you and I, we're like struggling to pay for that. Like, we can't even like eat food that we're not afraid what's in it. But our bodies have become so accustomed to the food and the toxins that we are used to it now. Go to another country and have food for like a week and see how different you feel. You're not even inflamed anymore. But here in the States, they have medication for that inflammation. And remember when organic was the thing and they made it so expensive? Why would you make healthy food expensive for us? Why can't we just have healthy food? Why does it have to cost more than the food that's not healthy? Like, think about it. Understand that people are like, how could I move? I need to have a job. What about my kids? What's the alternative? So if you're like in your 50s, like say you're getting like late millennial, late Gen X, boomer, and you're getting ready to retire, is your Social Security going to be going to allow you to stay and pay your mortgage? I bet not, because you see how much it is. And if you had all your money in a 401k with the stock market going up and down, how much is it actually worth? And then if you're someone who's smart enough to say, I'm going to take more money out of my paycheck and stick it in my 401k, even if my actual paycheck net will be less. So you're working with less because you're putting all your money in your 401k. That's not worth a whole lot. I gotta figure out a way. Why aren't more people saying, I just gotta figure out a way? I created a planner. I put all kind of like resources in my stand store for you guys to like just get your mind wrapped around, like, where could I possibly go? How much would it cost? How would I be able to get there? And people like will look at it and they're like, yeah, I can't. I have this, I have that. The alternative is stay here. And I love the United States of America. I'm an American. but I love myself more and I want to be healthy, and I'm healthy living in France. Now I go back and forth. I would say I live in the south of France and I live in the United States, like back and forth, because my daughter is in the United States. My grandsons are in the United States. So I'm always going to come to the United States, but for my health and my mind and my well-being, and I still work, and I could not imagine doing like what my mom did, or my dad is almost 80. He's an attorney and he's still running his law firm because he can't retire. And he doesn't live in an expensive city. He lives in a kind of middle class, middle of the country city. Like my mom's friends, like they worked and now they're like all 80s and 90s, and they live with their kids because they can't live on their own because their Social Security can't pay their mortgage or their rent. And then they have all the prescriptions that they got to pay for. Just think about it. And thank you for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because this is where I come have conversations. I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't really care if you buy a planner, get a free guide, do whatever you want. I just want a conversation going. I want you guys to tell me in the comments, have you asked yourself, are you okay with staying here? Like, do you at one point want to not have that hustle and grind and just be able to take a breath and just eat good food that maybe, you could potentially consider living in another country just for your state of mind and for your well-being and for your health. And if your kids are older and they have their own places, they have a place to go for the holidays. Subscribe to my channel, leave me comments and let me know. Does any of this resonate, or am I just like talking to YouTube and you guys are not listening? Let me know in the comments.